Pastor Happy Overah, today we are in your home, and over the past week, there has been trending issues on social media. You've been seeing your posts concerning the place that you're using for church now, for face-to-face assembly, talking about the Vitafoam facility. Tell us, there has been so much rancor ongoing that the place was leased to you, while others are saying that the community, they have leased it to Sapele. What exactly is the true state of things?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Just like God's word, we say that nothing can be done against the truth but for the truth. I'll be speaking the truth today. The issue on ground is not far-fetched. We were actually worshiping God at Ajogodo. And then, by the grace of God, grace was upon us. We are doing well. Igbeku Community, highly represented by one Alfred Idegbe and Godi Okpako, Chief Godi Okpako, approached me that they needed to give Vitafoam premises to me. I said, why me? And they said, they think that my church is big enough to take the place. I said, okay, so what are the conditions? And they said I should go and I must see some persons before they will finally take me to the community. I said, okay. So it wasn't me that needed the place. It was they that brought my attention to the place. So I said, okay, what are the conditions? They said I must go and see some Kakus chiefs. I said, okay, what does it take? Of course, you know, the black man, they needed money. So went to one, the Duke of that particular community. Sapele has 5 communities. You know, Amukpe is a community. Sapele is a community, Ozwa is a community, Lume is a community, and then Ogbore, the oil rich part, is a community also. So went to each of these community have what we call Duke. So went to the Duke house. The Duke called all other chiefs, and I was mentioning their names, called Tixino Moraka, called Dennis Odebala, called major stakeholders, that what this man wanted is the place, the facility. So, but before then, Godi Okpako, Chief Godi Okpako, and Alfred Idegbe agreed that after this process, they have their own benefit. I said, no problem. So we got there, we drink. I called my pastor, one pastor Dede, another pastor, that we should go, since it's not my property, it's just property. So we got there, they said the man drinks a kind of drink. We bought the traditional drink, kola nut, and we give them money, huge sum of money. I won't want to reveal that money, very huge sum of money. And then we were there. Unfortunately, or fortunately for us, we were videoing, we were taking audio conversation of our transaction at the man's house off Old Echo Road. And when we got there, we also made a donation of shares, because the place was a bit, it was like a small court for the community, but there was no shares there. So after then, we gave them the money. We were happy that the main men, which is the Kakus men, have taken money. Precisely, very huge sum of money. So Godi Okpako and Alfred Idegbe said, okay, what about their own? I personally gave them 500,000. Then I said, okay, now it is now time for us to go to the community officially now, for them to go and show me to the community. And that day, all the community, I think there were about 15 or 115 communities. They normally have sitting at the community town hall. So I came with cartons of drink. In fact, they counted it for me. And they said that I should drop a particular amount for kola nut, which is normal. So, but before then, they said I'm going to pay 2 million naira officially to First Bank and Mokpe account. I said, okay, no problem. I will pay the money. Okay, what are we looking at? They said they're going to give me the place for 10 years. But actually, it's supposed to be 20 years. I said, okay, well, 10 years is okay. It's okay. Then, and I said, okay, what's 10 again? Then it was then Alfred Idegbe told me that there is need for us to go and see Commissioner Austin Imidejo. That since he's an immediate leader in that place, there is need for us to go and see him for courtesy's sake. I said, why? It's good. So before I paid the 2 million, before I went to the community, and I went to meet Austin Imidejo in the presence of Alfred Idegbe. We got there, we drink, money, and then I told him that this is my vision to take the place, and of course to bring church into the place, and of course I want him to support me. But one thing I said the community will enjoy is that they will enjoy free school for students that are poor and needy. He agreed. So, well, no problem, that's a good one. But he made a statement that many people have come, they couldn't stay. I said, don't worry, I'm not doing it myself. It's God's business. So he said, okay, have I paid the money? I said, no, I've not paid that money to the bank. He said I should wait. That is going to tell me whether to pay or not. I said, no problem. But I was like, I've gone far a bit. Anyway, let me still respect him. So I wasn't worried when he called me that, okay, he has consulted that I should go and pay the 2 million into First Bank account, Igbeku Community, for 10 years. And I said, okay, no problem. So I went to the bank. I paid the 2 million with my teller First Bank account the whole year. Then I demanded for my receipt. And because, of course, I'm a learned man, I needed the receipt to back up the acknowledgement of the 2 million transaction. So they gave me a receipt of the Igbeku Community for 10 years. This is the receipt. 10 years. Lease for 10 years. This lease for 10 years, there was no condition attached to it. Look at it. You are going to see it and look at it very well. Look at it. And then, so I have, because I know how delicate these people are, I have the minute of my approval. I have the video of the community approving. I have the video of the community blessing me, where all the communities agreed. I have the video of Pa Ogbimi, late Pa Ogbimi, blessing me and giving me the place, and pray that I should keep to my word by training those 100 students. I said, you didn't give me the place for school. You gave me for church, and I've paid. It is my normal ministerial work to go into charity. So it's not a condition. I said, okay, you just understand. I said, meanwhile, that is not my first free school. My first free school was done at Eko Amokwe. I've built that school there. They have more than 600-700 students there. It is free school, free bag, free uniform, free everything. So some guys were in the hall, they testified that because Eko Amokwe is part of the Amokwe community, they were in that, they said it's true. So I had no problem to talk about that. So before I paid the 2 million, after Osemedejo has given me the go ahead to pay, and I brought 100 forms, application forms for the 100 students to keep to my word. And then inside that meeting, somebody said no, the host community, which is a Igbeku community, needed to have at least 30 of that forms. Since it's their immediate, the Vitafoam is in Igbeku community. Am I talking now? Yes. So, after the payment of the 2 million, Igbeku people now said I should come and see them personally again, since the premises is in their immediate community. And I went to see them, gave them drink, gave them money again, and then they prayed for me. And I personally gave them their 30 form again, so that I will also keep with the peace agreement. That was how we have been going. We have been going like that. 1 year passed, 2 years, the school started, and then as the school started, unfortunately my brother died, OJ, and then it was a COVID-19 time. So we decided to use the place for his burial. When they now entered the place, I spent nothing less than 20 to 30 million because the place was dilapidated. In fact, it has gone into dissolution. New toiletries, new water, everything new. Painting, clearing. Again, it was like I'm building a new place. But well, no problem. Now, all these things I'm saying, they are already in record, audio and video. So after the burial, they now realize that, this place big, how can we give this whole place to this man? Meanwhile, the school have started with primary 1, KG1, KG2 to KG3. And the immediate students are going to school. Now, this school is free. Free bag, free uniform, free stockings, free bag. Everything free. Everything free. So, after the burial, I now understood that there was a caucus meeting headed by Osemedejo again to go and retrieve this property from me. They now started writing some kind of letters. They first brought one letter from Vitafoam. The Vitafoam said I should leave the place, that the place belongs to Vitafoam, this, that. I knew it was a job because somebody, internal person was telling me that it was a job, an arrangement to see how they can push me out of the place. But I not told them that I Are you guys complaining? You gave me document. You gave me everything. You blessed me in the hall. Which one are you telling me of? Then I said, okay, if I cannot leave the place, I should reduce my tenancy to 5 years. I said, do they say it verbally or you write and begin to do refund? You come with a fresh agreement, you know. And they were saying, no, that is how they will do it. So from there, the person now told me, he now went back to the community. Remember, the community ought to give me 20 years. So after the 10 years, they started on that movement, headed by Godi Opako, that I should bring 2.1 million for another 10 years. I wasn't interested, but he told me that he was stranded. He needed money to put some things together, that if I should please help him. I said, okay, for sake of friendship and love, I gave them the money. We brought the money to Dennis Odebala's office in Europe, and they shared the money between them and their Mope community headers. The chairman was dead then. I said, okay, no problem. I also took record of the voice recording of that money, how they gave the money. Now, after that one, and I had that, Senator went to negotiate for 25 years. That I should bring my 5 years to his 20 years and take his 20 years. So it's only going to be 25 years lease. And I asked them, how much was given to him? How much was given to the community? Say 1.5 million. I said, me that paid over 6 point something million, you gave me 10 years. So somebody now said that they said that because I'm from Elume, that I am not a Mupe. That is why. I said, look at these people. We are Okwe children. Why is it that you are not saying that I'm from Elume? If I'm from Elume, I am not the children I'm taking care of. I'm not Elume children. They are Igbeku children. You know. So you are like, you are not true to yourself. But I wasn't actually bothered, because I know that legally they have no point. Legally I've already occupied. I've collected my document. Meanwhile, like I used to do, anytime I buy property for the church, I must put a clause that this property does not belong to Happy Overah. If you see this property now, this property is a property where the free school is. This one property, the other property that we have, they are always always a clause that these properties that is face to face. So remember that if I die, this property does not belong to my family. It will be written there. So that it will not be like our church money, our church thing. It's not my church thing. There is no property of face to face in my house. It's purely God. And thank God for the kind of men that are working with me. They understood that our church is charity church. As of today, we have 2 orphanages we are running. Go to Duan, you know the one at Duan Park, the orphanage. Go and meet the woman. We are the one that take care of their feeding. Go the one in Obiaroko, Alpha and Omega. We are the one taking care of their feeding. Is it the widow's lodge? So, and I asked them, why are you people giving me trouble? So, and I said, okay, no problem. Now, because I'm a pastor and I needed peace, look at the places I went to. I went to Festus Pemu. I told Festus Pemu that this thing that people are doing is not good. That even if I leave, I'm not a station pastor. I pastor everywhere. I can move anywhere and people will follow me. I have a church in Chero. I preach at Ukriwe Motor Park. If you go to Ukriwe Motor Park, they will tell you that Happy Overah comes here to preach. So I can make my center at Ukriwe Motor Park and people will gather to hear me. So I am not paying that you are telling me to leave that place. I am only paying that you don't have good approach for these children. So I told Festus, well, I don't want to fight. If people said 5 years, no problem. I play God will judge us, but give me any property I will buy. And if 5 years has not completed, has not gotten to that level. So I told Festus, I'm just telling you stories though. Festus, give me any land I will buy. I will buy and build this school like I built in Echo for your children. But heaven will not forgive all of you. That this thing I'm doing for you, for your own children. You are, he said that because I'm from Elume, that was what Festus said. That where he cannot put his mouth. And I left Festus. And I went to meet Sonny Ebereri. These are Ope leaders. And I told him that this thing that people are doing, it will backfire. Oh. It will backfire. Oh. That these children that have no parents, you people are oppressing them. It will backfire. Oh. They said, hey, there's nothing he can do. And I left there. And I went to meet the local government chairman, Chief Eugene, my friend, my boss. I said, oh God, this thing that all stimulation and the co are doing is not good. Oh. It's against humanity. Oh. That one day these children will say you are the people that deprived me from going to school. Then I now understood that they said Seplat wanted the place. I said, Is it because of money? How much will Sapele give to you? Maximum Sapele will give to you is 200 million. Maximum. Maximum. Do you compare 200 million to the destiny of one child? Go to that school now. You see all of them coming to school. The one in Igbeku just started though. The one in Eko is around 7-8 years.
Yes. We're there when you.
Yes, around 7-8 years. Now I've built that place. I built that place with 17 million. Today they give them free transport to that school. Every week, if I don't buy fuel for that bus, maybe 100, 120. Go to Oando, they will tell you. Oando is they are the one supplying fuel. And not that we have the money, but when we get offering on Sunday, we gather it. Okay, let's pay for the bus for the children. Let's pay for books. My wife was telling me only to get books for them this season was 1.something million. That's textbook. That's only textbook. I'm not talking about. So we are running textbooks for 800 students. We are running textbooks for 200 students. And you now come to say I should leave for your own people. I was mad. So on Monday of this week, I am not the one fighting this fight too. It is Igbeku people that are fighting this fight. On Monday this week, Igbeku people called my attention. That way too, they are surveying the place they gave to me. Oh. I said, oh, he said, Osteamidation. I said, for what? Even if you say you want to drag me to 5 years, which you have not settled me. The 5 years is 2025, 2026. That is, I have not even finished. So you see the greed of in a hurry. Why I was angry with the Okpe people. You called me an Elume man. Why I was angry with the Okpe people. And Okpe community was there when Austin came. This was less than 2 years. So all of them in that community are all fraudulent men. Because one person would have said, no, this thing is wrong. We are here when this man brought this money to us. We are here when he did this, he did that. We are here when he gave us the funds for the children. Abba, no, they don't do this kind of thing. Nobody could raise his head and say, no, this thing is wrong. That was why I was bitter with my people. After then, I went to the Regis Palace 2 times to report to the Roji. They said they traveled abroad. I saw the secretary and I said, by the time I will react, the entire world will hear. I will so react that I will bring back the memories of pain that these people have caused these children. I came again, they said he has not come back. So I left him. So I came back to my faith, like, where if they don't want education in their place, no problem. But mind you, they are not doing me. Spoiling the church is not doing me, because I have church in Cherry Road, I have church in Omene, I have church in Urban area, I have church in Igbeku, I have churches everywhere. So anywhere I go to, I can pass anywhere. So my interest was those children. Those children, we spend a lot of money for those children. If you have trained a child, you know what it costs the family to train one child. So when I said on Monday this week, and I said, what is it? They said he's surveying the place in anticipation of Sapele coming to take the place. So the immediate community was even angry. So the immediate community that called my wife and said, why should call me? So they said they needed to see me on Tuesday morning. So when I was going to the place on Tuesday morning, I carried the free children. The free school children. Follow me to the hall. Before I got to the hall, the immediate hosts were already angry. They were already rioting. It wasn't me that prompted them. That how can one man take over a place that they belong to? Then besides, where do you want these children to go to? Any publication you saw, they are all fake. Any talk you see, they are all fake. Propaganda. It was the community, Igbeku community now said, this thing is evil. When I told the Igbeku community that, if I had not gone to see Austin immediately at the beginning of the transaction, it would have been said that I slighted him. I went to him with money, with drink. I went to him to tell him this is what I want to do. Can't do without telling you. I went to him with Alfred Edegbe. I went to him with my pastors. Then he gave me a clear terms that I should go and pay the money. So Igbeku community now said no over their dead body, that my 10 years lease stands, that I should go back to my 10 years. It was when I now told that publication, that was an online publication with those children to that place, that the thing went viral. Now we can call names of people that took the money. We can call dates, we can call video, we can call audio, we can call chiefs that selected the money, we can call children. Our own is not, we are not propaganding, we are telling you facts. This is a fact. I feel oppressed. I was pained. And I made a pain, one statement that an Ishekiri man will not do this to an Ishekiri man. Never. This is the same people doing it to me, my own persons. It's not that they even came to tell me that I should leave. No, they didn't come to tell me that I should leave. There was no personal that I should leave. It was just the survey that you want to survey in his name that brought the attention of the immediate community. This is the question of the matter. That please, why would you allow somebody to survey a place that you are still occupying? It was even if it was not mercy, would have sacked our gate man. Because everybody says sack him. He's a wrong man for you to allow somebody to come into your property. And so that was your story. Nothing more than that. Any other story is rubbish, is lies. I have fat. All these ones I called Vitafoam in Lagos fake, trying to see as if it's Vitafoam that wants to. And you know, Vitafoam also leased. So I said, even if Vitafoam leased and I leased, you see, it is not between me and Vitafoam. It is between Vitafoam, me, and the community. Community will come together and say, okay, this guy's lease. You want to use it now? Me, of course, I can live there anytime.
The first question I would ask is, you said you pay an extra 2.5 million.
Extra for another 10 years.
Yes. Now, when you paid that money, was that money paid to a group of persons? Like the first one you paid to the bank. Was
yes.
that second money paid to the bank as well, or it was delivered to some carcass?
Okay. Now, this is the story. Before you will pay to the bank, you must see carcass. Okay. You know, the African syndrome, the Nigerian syndrome. This one now is the second carcass for the second 20 years. The first carcass, that money went to those guys I first of all mentioned. After the carcass will not do like, it's like they call it kola nut to go before they give you order to go to the bank. This one now is carcass again, headed by Godi Opako, Dennis Odebala, the community chairman, Alfred Degbe. These names are calling. We are the one that shared the money.
So you didn't have maybe a bank receipt for that?
No, I don't have it. No, I don't have a bank receipt. Okay. Even the first carcass one, I don't have a bank receipt. But I have a video and a recorded conversation that I can transfer to you for verification.
Okay. Then secondly, since all these issues came up, have you tried to reach Mr. Austin immediately? Like at least you said he's your senior brother, your elder brother. Like our bros, what did they saw? What did they happen?
Yes.
My person, you supposed to tell me what did they happen?
Yes. I have tried to reach him. They said he's not in the country. They said he traveled. While we are even comfortable, or while we kept quiet, the immediate Igbeku community is back in the church. Immediate community is saying that this place belongs to the entire community. It's not for one man. So if the immediate community of Igbeku has taken side with this evil move, we would have said, well, we will move on. But they are not against us.
Thank you.
But teacher, from what you're saying now, there's actually no direct contact with you to leave the place or quit the school. So, as in, is it that you're getting a hunch that someone is actually trying to close down the school? Because from your statement, you've not spoken to us time yet. It's only
it's his agent and his surveyor,
yes,
that is representing him that is doing this.
And they confirmed?
Yes, they confirmed it. Besides, the confirmation of my reduction from 10 years, my arrangement with the community is 10 years. The reduction of the 10 years, the movement of his own movement with Sapele. Sapele came here. Sapele came here to verify my claims before now. That I told them, I gave them that, bros, I don't have problem. If you said I should live there today, give me my balance and then give me my expenses and I will go. I don't have problem. You understand? My pain is that if you are a leader in a place, and you claim to be a leader of that place, and someone is doing this thing for your own people, you should be in support of such a movement. It takes me 30,000 to take care of one child every time. Go and calculate 250 children. That is what they cannot do. So if you have my 5 years have not expired, and you are coming to survey, even if I say I'm an Igbo man. No, wait now. that I don't want to fight. I'm a lazy man. I'm a Ukbolo. I don't want to fight. I don't have lawyer. I don't have police address. I'm Uibo. You want to drive me? You will still live my 5 years. Don't you know I can sue them for millions for coming to disturb the schools, coming to disturb the activities of the children? You came to solve it. If it would have been better if you are wise. You say, I let the man 5 years expire, so that when I say let us see how we can negotiate with the man, and you understand. So I wouldn't allow you to come and drive me first before I will react now. If I allow you to come and drive me, it might be only me, but it's destiny of the children. I am not fighting for myself. I'm fighting for the destiny of the children. I have churches everywhere. The problem is our people do not need, or our people call good evil. They call light darkness. They call sweet bitter. That's my problem. That's my problem. And I will not wait, because of course I've been in government for more than 25 years. So I will not wait for you to come and shook your hand into my eyes, and I'll allow you now. I was a student union activist in Abraka for many years. So you can't come and tell me that now in my own local, my mother is from this local government, my father is from local government. Do you want to say he did not give you money? Do you want to say that you didn't bless him at the Amokpe community hall? Do you want to say you didn't give him a document of 10 years? Do you want to say there was no meeting between you and Duke at his compound? Do you want to say you didn't take 4 or 5 million from him? Do you want to say you didn't bring forms here? Do you want to say you didn't take care of your children? What are you trying to say now? That you organize bloggers to dent my image? For what? No, what are you trying to say? Do you want to say now that I didn't take care of the children? Or do you want to say that you didn't take money from me? Or do you want to say I didn't pay the money to First Bank? So what are you trying to say? I'm fighting for the children of Igbeku. I told them that Eko community, they have children now. They are not threatened. They are not giving me stress. Now, if you go to Eko, go and do your investigation. If you go to Eko church, the church was named after Jesus, the Son of God. If you go to the classroom, it is members of the villages, the people that helped us, that we name each class after. My name is not there. My wife's name is not there. That is, if Henry is helping me there, Henry, because you have the same vision to help your people, let a class be named after you. So, where have I done wrong?